Planning and Architecture Review Commission of the City of Glendale is now in session. All rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Warwick, would you please call the roll?
Mayor Kennedy.
Here.
Commissioner Seligman.
Here.
Cohen.
Here.
Carlson.
Here.
Alderman Bailey.
Here.
Commissioner Fernandez.
Here.
Commissioner Nelson.
Here.
And Commissioner Story.
Here.
You have a quorum, Mayor.
Thank you. And it looks like there is somebody waiting to be admitted. It was our first agenda item. All right, could I get a motion to adopt the minutes of our May 7th meeting? There were 2 minor corrections that were sent to Carl earlier today. He did make those. Could I get a motion to adopt the minutes with the minor corrections?
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Bailey. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Cohen. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the minutes for our last meeting, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. The minutes are approved. We just have 2 business use approval items tonight. The first one is discussion and consideration of a business use approval as well as a site plan for Grand Appliance at 429 West Silver Spring Drive. This was the Steinhoffel's mattress location for about a decade. And prior to that, for those of us who've been around the city a long time, that was once the Hollywood Video. So nice to see that the site with the proposed new use, and I will turn it over to the city administrator for your recommendation, please.
Thank you, Mayor Kennedy. Included on this is a business use approval for the Grand Appliance store across from Stan's on Silver Spring. We've also made a late addition to add the site plan approval. Those plans were received a little later, but we did send them out to everybody, and I can put them on the screen if you would like.
Yes, would you please?
Yeah, we do have a representative here from Grand Appliance if he would like to make a comment about the use here in Glendale.
Hi, everyone. I'm Anish Gari. I'm the president and CEO of Grand Appliance. Thank you for having me. I apologize for not being there. I am at a youth baseball game, as I'm sure many of you have encountered in your life. A little bit about us. We are a 4th generation.
No, we're looking at your screen. Looks like the Zoom's gone.
Oh, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, great. Yeah, I don't have anything to share on my phone, but a little bit about us. We're a 4th generation family business.
Sorry for if I'm going to interrupt
Yep.
for just a second. We lost everything for about 30 seconds here in City Hall. I don't know if the rest of you were able to see anything, but our screens went black and you're now back. Everyone's connected. We can see everybody, but we missed most of what you said. So sorry.
Oh, sure. No problem at all. I apologize for not being there. I'm at kids baseball game, but my name is Anish Gari. I am the president and CEO of Grand Appliance. I am one of the 4th generation family members. A little bit about us. We were founded in 1930. We have 28 retail store locations. The store in Glendale is going to be, we're really excited about it. It's going to have a full selection of household appliances. Nothing is live. We don't have any live gas connections or that, but we have lots of product on display. We'll probably be investing close to $500,000 in the build out and everything associated with that. We are super thrilled to join the community.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. I'll ask if any members of the commission have any questions. Okay, Carl, are you able to share your screen and show is it not working?
No, Mayor, it's not working.
Okay. All right. Did anybody, I see Commissioner Seligman has raised her hand. Go ahead, Commissioner.
Thank you. Mr. Gari, I just have a question about the size and capacity of the store, because I remember being at your store out on the west side of Milwaukee several years ago, and it felt pretty crowded. And your documentation says that you expect only 4 staff at a time and sort of maybe up to 20 customers. And I just wonder about that parking lot, which is already usually about a third to a half full with people at the shoe store. I'm wondering if the is this store smaller than the other ones? And what you're thinking about the size? Thank you. I'm going to mute myself.
No problem. This store is pretty typical for a Grand Appliance, about 7,500 square feet. Usually between 2 to 4 employees at a time. And then, you know, we rarely ever have 20 customers in the store. It's generally 2 to 4 customers at a time, with sometimes their families. So parking should not be an issue. The most I imagine we'd ever take is 8 to 9 of the spaces. And we've kind of redesigned how we lay out our stores. So the aisles are longer and it feels a little bit less crowded. So it should satisfy any parking or issues like that with people.
Thank you. I appreciate that explanation.
No problem.
Remember once upon a time, it was a video store when there was a lot of traffic in and out, and the parking was always sufficient back then too. So it was stands.
I heard you say that.
Yeah. So, all right. Any other questions from members of the commission? All right. Well, we do have a recommendation from staff that we approve the site rendering as well as the business use approval for, we lost, there we go. As well as the business use approval for Grand Appliance. Can I get a motion to approve, please?
So move.
Moved by, was that Commissioner Story? Who was Commissioner
Yeah,
Story?
sorry.
Yeah, and then seconded by Commissioner Fernandez. So it's been moved and seconded. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor of approving, say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carries. And then we just have one other item tonight. There was a question raised before the meeting about, this is the North Shore Chamber of Commerce. It's just moving from one site owned by Mr. Worth to another site owned by Mr. Worth. The question was raised earlier that there are a number of us on the commission who work for entities that are members of the North Shore Chamber. So Commissioner Fernandez works for one of the members, Alderman Bailey works for one of the members. I'm obviously work for the city, which is a member. Commissioner Story works for one of the members. None of us are officers of the North Shore Chamber and none of us sit on the board of directors. So we're not in a position to be anything more than just members of the North Shore Chamber or part of businesses. So there is no conflict of interest of any of us voting on a site approval for the North Shore Chamber offices. If one of us were an officer in the organization or sat on the board of directors, then we would recuse, that person would be asked to recuse themselves. But so the North Shore Chamber, is there anything more you wanted to add to that, Mr. Warwick?
No, that's sufficient.
Okay. Yeah, this site is way up in the very northeastern corner of Glendale, Northport Washington Road, almost to the, I think it's one of the last properties in Glendale before you get to Fox Point. So, and owned by the same person that owns both of the buildings. So just moving them to their other location. All right, so we do have a recommendation that we grant approval for the North Shore Chamber of Commerce and Discover the North Shore to switch their office location. And so can I get a motion then to approve the business use for North Shore Chamber and Discover the North Shore to operate at 7929 Northport Washington Road?
So moved.
Moved by Commissioner Cohen, seconded by Commissioner Nelson. Any further discussion? All
I
right.
have the location, sorry, up here on the screen. I didn't get an application from the North Shore Chamber of Commerce. They just finished the Beer Lovers Festival this weekend. They anticipate moving in July 1st. So I told Miss Garrison that I would put this on the agenda for tonight for approval.
Okay, sounds good. All right. All those in favor of approving the change of location for the North Shore Chamber to operate at 7929 Northport Washington Road, please say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carries. And then the last item is sort of a strange housekeeping item we have to take care of. We are by city ordinance. This commission meets on the first Tuesday of every month unless we vote to change our future meeting at some point. And next month, the governor has called a special election for our state Senate seat. Senator Taylor is now Judge Taylor. And so we have a vacant state Senate seat, and the primary is July 2nd. So the council chambers will be utilized as a polling place that day. So we cannot meet on July 2nd here. So the options would have been for us to meet over at Maslowski Park or to just move our meeting to the 9th. And considering that's also the week of the 4th of July, thought it might be easier to just move our meeting to the following week. So can I get a motion to move the next month's Planning and Architecture Review Commission meeting to 6 p.m. on Tuesday, July 9th?
So moved.
Thank you. Who made that motion?
Ray Carlson.
Thank you. Moved by Commissioner Carlson and seconded by,
Second.
seconded by Commissioner Fernandez. All right. All those in favor of moving next month's meeting to July 9th, please say aye.
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 Opposed, no. Motion carries. And that concludes all of our business tonight. Carl, before I ask for a motion to adjourn, do you have any announcements or anything for us?
Nothing else. Thank you, Mayor.
All right. Can I get a motion to adjourn, please?
So moved.
Moved by Alderman Bailey. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by everybody else. Pick one. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no. We stand adjourned until July 9th. Thanks, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.